Naughty Dog have been hit with yet another leak.
Looks like we got another leak. It's not a leak.
This time for the Last of Us Remake. Well, actually twice, because obviously it got leaked when it was revealed at Summer Games Fest, which was a bit unfortunate.
Pity.
But this time we've had gameplay leaked. And to be honest, I know you're supposed to take these sort of things with a pinch of salt. I mean, it comes out, it's gone gold, and it comes out in September. And these leaks have surprised me quite a bit, because I'll be honest, I was actually quite excited for this, purely because I wasn't the biggest fan of The Last of Us Part 2. I don't want to get too into it because I know a lot of people have their opinions on it. I respect the game, think it's a massive achievement. Quality is insane, detail, everything. Just the story just wasn't for me. I'm more of an A to B sort of person, which is what The Last of Us basically was. You're just following Joel and Ellie on this story.
Simple.
Whereas Part 2 was a bit too much of going forwards and backwards.
E-B-A-A-B-B-A-C-D-E-C-D-E.
Sort of filling in holes which weren't in the first one, so I don't know, to me it was a bit too all over the place. And the first one to me is it's just a great game, and we can all agree with that. So when this actually got announced, I was actually really excited, because although I finished The Last of Us Part 2 and I was very drained, as we all are, playing that game.
So sad.
And I just wish, I finished it, I just wish the first one just looked like this, played like it, it'd just be so good. And basically, yeah, when I started hearing about this, I was like, Christ, Naughty Dog have been listening to me. These leaks have stirred up a bit, and to be honest, it has sort of changed my view on this remake, because, when you hear the words remake, you think, especially with what we're getting now, I think the best remake, in my opinion, at the moment is Resident Evil 2. I haven't actually played, I'm sure Final Fantasy 7 also is the same, but I haven't actually played it. But from my point of view, Resident Evil 2 is a great example of a remake. It basically takes what was great about the original and then changes it up and modernises it. So obviously the argument with this is it's not old enough. It's a PS3 game, it's already been remastered. So yeah, I get the argument of why. But after playing The Last of Us Part 2, I can understand why Naughty Dog would have wanted to do this. Why wouldn't you? The Last of Us Part 2 is just... the gameplay in it is insane, and the detail is just crazy. So I can see why Naughty Dog would want to do this, and I wasn't too mad with I was like, great. But the issue is, because of these remakes we've got, people automatically have this thing in their head with what a remake should be, and looking at these leaks, to me, it just looks like more of a remaster than it does a remake. Yeah, but I obviously I know that Naughty Dog obviously quickly released a video the next day. I think it was pretty much the next day, just showing off the gameplay and features for this version. And although it's covered off quite a bit, I still don't think it is a remake. I know they're calling it rebuilt for PS5, but to me it does seem way more like a remaster than it does a remake. My point being mainly the level design. From the looks of it, if you look at the leaks, it shows off, I think, the hotel in Pittsburgh, that section. The level design looks exactly the same as what it was when you played it on PS4 and PS3. The thing is that it's an old game. What year was 2013?
Correct.
I think, is that right? Let me check. Yes, 2013. So if you've played The Last of Us Part 2, you know that the level design in that game is insane. And they really utilised the new gameplay in the fact that Ellie can go prone and go in the grass, things like that. And obviously that's more, the gameplay features a lot more modern, and the gameplay was a lot more fast and fluid. But yeah, so this in-depth video that Naughty Dog released, it covered a few of the worries that people had, I think, from the leaks, but it hasn't covered all of them. And I still don't think it's obviously helping with this argument going around that it's a cash grab.
Money, 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 money!
I think that's a little bit harsh. I can sort of see where people are coming from with it. So obviously they showed off some of the updated AI with your companions, They showed off physics, like this looks like there's got bits of destructive environment, glass bottles and things getting thrown around. Obviously makes it a bit more realistic. There's also a thing called motion matching, where it basically looks like it just sort of dynamically has different animations for whichever way, and I'm pretty sure The Last of Us Part 2 had that, where you ran backwards. I noticed that Ellie would like trip over, like, sort of thing. It was very cool. And then they've just added other things like modifiers, slow motion it looks like, and then some accessibility features, which obviously was award winning when it was in Part 2.
Come again? No, I don't speak Spanish. In English, please.
Yeah, but I think the main issue here, it's been advertised as being rebuilt for PS5, and I don't think they've ever actually used the term remake. I see the rebuilt. I think people have automatically got it in their head that this is the original, but it's going to have new stuff. It's going to be updated. But what we've seen and what we're still seeing, even after this video, is it's more of a remaster. When you think of Naughty Dog, you always think of them going forward. Like, every game is always pushing the next sort of step. And obviously this looks insane. It looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. It looks incredible. But I just think that the gameplay, it will probably feel a lot better. But from the looks of it, in terms of it being the same gameplay animations and things like that as the original one that came out in 2013, it could feel a bit outdated. That could be a little bit of the worry. But yeah, those are my views on The Last of Us Remake. Well, rebuilt for PS5. I'm still excited for it. I'll still probably get it. But yeah, it just seems a little bit. Oh. Hang on. Someone at my door. Seems I've got my own Naughty Dog leaked into my room.
Oh, I see.
This is my Naughty Dog. What do you think? Exactly. Yeah, that'll be all.